lunch and learn session. I just want to make sure that I'm live everywhere. We're live today on YouTube, on Facebook, and on Instagram, right? And we're back here to talk to you about some tools and resources that you can use in your business to enhance your business, to grow your business, to make your business a lot more sustainable. Yeah, we're coming here every Wednesday at lunchtime to just give you an opportunity to eat and learn so that you can do what you need to do. So if you can see me and hear me, you know the drill. Let me know in the comments. You can see me and hear me. If you are looking at this or listening to this afterwards, also let me know that in the comments, so I can track that information. And as usual, tag your business besties, tag your accountability partners to join this discussion. And lastly, get your pen and paper because I like to write notes, and I always encourage you to write notes because you're not going to remember everything. And it's good for you to have those notes so that you can review them after and take the information to implement in your business. So, for those of you who are here for the very first time, I am Adanna Austin. I am your coach and consultant, and I work with high-end entrepreneurs like yourself to get very clear on your goals, identify your ideal clients, and develop the strategies to grow your business. So this is what I'm doing today. I'm helping you, giving you the tools to develop the strategies to grow your business. Today's conversation is all about AI. Right. And I know you're seeing a lot of conversation about AI. You're seeing a lot of training out there about AI. And I feel it would be remiss of me if not to have this conversation with you who are following me, who are in my ecosystem, because the truth is that we are using AI in our daily lives in so many different ways, right? If you're using Siri, anything like, if you're using social media, if you're using Google, right, Gmail, all of those things have some element of AI embedded in it already. And you may not even be aware that you are using it. Yeah. It is part of our daily existence right now. Some of it we have control over, some of it we have no control over because we don't even realize that it's there, but it's now become just a simple part of our existence, right? The reason I wanted to touch on AI is because I know in my conversations with a lot of entrepreneurs, when I ask them if they're using AI, specifically Chat GPT, in their business, a lot of them are still saying no. In this year, 2025, they're still saying no. And I understand where the hesitation is, right? So today we're going to talk about how smart entrepreneurs are leveraging AI without losing their brand voice, because that is actually one of the fears for a lot of people who are using AI, or who may be interested in using AI, right? That they might sound robotic, they might sound impersonal, or sound like everyone else because everyone is using the same captions, the same hashtags, the same emojis. And it's very easy for you to tell when you are scrolling on social media if somebody used AI to write a post or anything like that, right? So I understand that fear because you don't want to just sound like everybody else. And a lot of times, the customers will notice. Yeah, so you have that fear that your customers will notice and they may feel disconnected from your brand. Those are all very legitimate fears, right? Or concerns. I don't want to use the word fears, but those are all very legitimate concerns. However, it does not mean that you need to run away from AI completely, or you need to shy away from it completely. In fact, what I encourage you to do is to decide which AI tools would make sense for your business, because there are hundreds, right? And you don't need to use all of them. But which AI tools would make sense for my business, and how can I learn that tool so I can easily incorporate it into my day-to-day activities for my business. For the purposes and intents of this particular training, I'm going to focus very heavily on Chat GPT, only because what one of the things that I really encourage my ideal clients to do is to master the art of content creation, right? That's your messaging, the things that you're going to be saying to your audience. And that content creation and messaging is not just shared on your social media, but also shared in your emails, it's shared in your videos, it's shared in your blog, in your YouTube, in your podcast, and all of those different places where you may be speaking directly to your ideal clients, right? Your messaging, your content creation. It doesn't matter what type of business that you are in. You have to figure out a way to make sure that you can speak directly to your ideal clients, but on a consistent basis. And that is why I encourage you to use it, because a lot of businesses are not seeing the full potential, their full potential, because they are not consistent. They don't have the discipline as yet to be consistent. They don't have the time to be consistent. And if this sounds like a challenge that you are currently experiencing in your business, so one week you get to post 3 or 4 times, and another 2 weeks you don't post at all, you are struggling with consistency, you're struggling with creating ideas to put your offers out in front of your clients. This is where AI can come in and help you. That's what I want you to understand. AI is to be used as a tool to enhance what you want to say. It's not to replace your voice, it is used to enhance. And I think that is where a lot of the confusion lies. It's not to replace, it is to enhance. And in order for it to enhance, it means that you also need to have a very clear idea of what you want to be known as, what you want to be known for, who are your ideal clients, and what is the main message that you want to share with them. Right? I'm not asking you to make sure that you're writing perfect sentences and that kind of thing. I want you to just know, this is what I want to be known as and known for when somebody comes onto my social media page, when somebody reads my email, when somebody visits my website, they visit my YouTube channel. This is what I want them to leave remembering. I want them to leave learning, having learned this particular thing from me. And once you have that information, then you can incorporate your AI, and for the intent of this conversation, ChatGPT, to enhance what you already want to share with your audience across different platforms. Yes, let me know if that's making sense, guys, or if you have any questions so far, because it's a tool to enhance, not replace your voice. And if there's anything you take away from this training, that is one of the main things I want you to take away, right? Enhance, not replace. Write that to the top of your page. Enhance, not replace. Right? Because we're not replacing anybody here. Right. So the different uses of AI, and these are things that I have used it for, and a lot of my clients have used it for. I mean, we've used it for different things, and it really depends on the type of business that you have, and where your business is in the sense of growth, where it is, if it's a new business, a medium-sized business, it's been around for 2-3 years, or it's been in existence for 20 years or more, right? You would figure out where exactly in the process of my business growth that I may need to incorporate AI and talk to my audience a little more. Right? How am I going to get that consistency? So the uses of AI, I have 4 uses that I have identified. The first one is as a research assistant. That's one thing. I mean, yes, you can use Google, but utilizing something like a ChatGPT can help you really fine tune your search. I always start with Google as my first search, and then I jump into ChatGPT based on the information that I've been fed with Google. I ask deeper questions so that I get a better response. Yeah. A customer service rep. A customer service rep, when you're thinking about AI, could be something like a many chat. A many chat is a tool that you can incorporate into your social media, where you can answer questions in advance. You can set it up with your frequently asked questions. So if anybody jumps into your DMs, they have the options of clicking on the questions and getting an immediate response from you. Yeah, you can also incorporate that kind of AI into your website as well, where may have a pop-up, or you have like an assistant on your website so people can ask questions and get immediate answers. But again, guys, the way that this can work for your business is being very clear about who your ideal clients are, and being very clear about, what are the questions that they would usually ask. What are the questions that they need answered about the offers or the services that I am providing for them? You have to be really in tune with your ideal clients and in tune with the intentions of your business in order to make this work, right? Because one of the things you're going to realize when you start to utilize AI in your business is that the more specific that you are, the better results that you receive. Yeah. So it's about being that specific. So a customer service rep, a content organizer, right? So your AI, like your chat GPT, can be utilized in your business to create content for your website, your social media, your blogs, your emails, your podcasts, your YouTube channel, whatever platforms that you are currently using. It can help to prepare you to write a blog or write an article or even get interviewed. It can help you create that type of content and organize your content in a cohesive manner so that it makes complete sense. And it's also a sales and marketing enhancer, right? So if you understand, again, your ideal clients, your goal, your messaging, it can help you to create a funnel and create that marketing that feeds into your funnel so that you can attract the type of leads that you want, attract more people, and ultimately increase your revenue. So it's all about understanding how to use the AI and the different uses of the AI. So I just identified these four, but obviously there are so many more uses of AI according to where your business is at, right? And why is this important? So we talk about the uses and let's talk about why. Because it can help you save time on repeatable tasks. So instead of somebody asking you over and over in the DMs, what's it cost, where you're located, what time do you open or what time do you close? Those are repeatable questions, right? The AI can help you answer those questions without you having to be physically there. So it increases your productivity, it increases your efficiency, and it helps you to get more leads or get more sales. Yes, you can drop into your messaging as well. Click on this link to book a call, right? Click on this link to access this coupon code. You can put all of those things in your WhatsApp, in your DMs, and in different places where your ideal clients usually have conversations with you. It's just about finding the right tool that you can incorporate into your sales funnel, into your sequence of conversations, so that you don't have to physically be there. So you save time on repeatable tasks. That's number one. It allows you to scale faster. And we know that scaling is different from growing, right? Scaling means that you can offer more things, you can really increase your revenue at a faster pace, right, than just growing. And scaling usually involves when you start to add people to your team, right? When you start to delegate tasks. And if you're at a stage where where you can't actually pay somebody to do certain tasks, this is where you can incorporate some type of AI into your business so that it allows you to scale much faster. And it can actually help you to increase your personalization. So when you're doing stuff like your email marketing, right, that part of the email marketing where you can actually put your ideal clients names into into the emails, not just into the hi Adanna, but into different parts of the email, right? So they feel that you are speaking directly to them. That is also AI, right? That is to personalize your messaging to your audience, and that is the beauty of it. So the AI can help you save time on repeatable tasks. It can help you scale your business much faster, and it can also help you to increase the personalization of your business. Even some of the chatbots that could pop up on your website and that kind of thing. Once it's connected to the system, it can personalize the conversation. Now, what I want to tell you, remember I said at the beginning that AI is a tool to enhance, not replace your voice. So even with that first initial contact with your ideal clients, right? You're not leaving everything to AI. You're allowing it to make that initial contact with your ideal clients, and then you are taking it over. But what it does, or what it has done, is take away the initial conversation. So by taking away the initial conversation, you would now be able to quicker determine if this person is a warm lead or a hot lead, or if this person is a cold lead and not a lead at all, right? But the AI, once you incorporate it into your business, in your many chats, in your WhatsApp and that kind of thing, it can take the initial conversation from you. So again, you don't have to be tied to your phone or your laptop. We know that some clients are ridiculous and want to email you or message you 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. It doesn't mean that you have to lose sleep or even lose time with your family, right? Incorporate your AI tools in your business in that way, so that your clients don't feel disrespected or they don't feel ignored, but you also create those type of boundaries in your own business, right? So that things are still happening in the background in your business. That's why I keep saying to you guys, remember, the systems in your business are as important as anything else, to make sure that your business is running even if you are not physically there. And that's part of creating these systems, or incorporating systems, proper working systems in your business. Does that make sense so far? Let me know if that makes sense. Yeah. So as a research assistant, you can use it as a customer service rep, you can use it as a content organizer, and you can use it as a sales and marketing enhancer. Right? Why? Because it saves time on repetitive tasks, it helps you to scale your business faster, and it helps you to increase your personalization. Yeah. So I want to give you an example of how you can actually do this. And I'm going to use the example of ChatGPT, because I know, based on the conversations that I have with a lot of entrepreneurs, one of the biggest challenges that they have is creating enough content so that they remain visible and consistent with their ideal clients, right? Creating that content calendar of events. Because yes, I know everybody is not a writer, everybody is not versed in that, and that is why you have to utilize the tools. However, in utilizing the tools, you have to do certain things, right? As a content organizer, Chat GPT, we're talking about Chat GPT specifically, you can ask, or you can use it to brainstorm ideas. So if you go into Chat GPT, the key to using it is to be very specific with the prompts that you are using, right? The prompts that you are sharing in Chat GPT to get the results that you want. So you're not going to go in and say, come up with five ideas to sell a soap. No, that is too generic of a prompt, right? You want to ask it very specific questions. So help me brainstorm 5 ideas to sell this soap to women between the age of so who are struggling with XYZ and want this particular result, right? I want to come up with ideas that I can share on my Facebook page and on my Instagram feed, right? The idea should include content, it should include videos, it should include emails, it should include a blog, etc., etc. You want to really feed your chat GPT with enough prompts so that it can give you the information that you want. So what you can use it to brainstorm those ideas, and based on those ideas that you get, because everything that it spits out that you may not agree with, but based on those ideas that you get, then you start to fine tune your content. Yes, so you brainstorm and then you structure your content efficiently, right, based on the outline that you have provided for Chat GPT. Does that make sense, guys? I don't want you all to just go and use it. And it's there's a free version, so you can always check out the free version. test out the free version, and then if you want to upgrade to the paid version, even better, because you get more features. But the free version is good for you to start off with, but you want to feed it enough information, right? What is the outcome that you want? Who are you speaking to? Where are you speaking to them? What words do you want to make sure are used? What words do you want to make sure are not used? Do you want them to include hashtags and emojis or not? Right? And this goes back to what we discussed at the beginning, where when I say people have this concern about using ChatGPT because you don't want to sound like everybody else. You don't want your brand voice to sound like everybody else. The way to ensure that you have authentic enough brand voice is to feed the algorithm, or feed the AI, sorry, with specific information about your business, about your audience, and about your message and your stories. Yeah. And the other thing is, when you feed the information and it spits it back out to you, you don't want to publish as is, right? You want to take that information and then fine tune it. But the point is, instead of trying to sit down on a Sunday and come up with, 10 social media posts for the week on your own, you can filter that into your chat GPT, tell it how many social media posts you want to create, tell them different types of social media posts that you want to create, right? Let it spit it out to you, and then you take that information and refine it for yourself. You can throw it into a tool like Grammarly to help you with the grammatical errors and whatever, but you can then fine tune it, add and enhance different things that you want to add to the conversation. And in no time, instead of spending 2 hours creating 10 posts, you can create those 10 posts in 30 minutes or less, right? And it becomes much faster and much easier the more that you do it. With consistency, it becomes easier, and that also holds true and applies to your use of chat gpt. It's almost like having a staff member in your own business, right? I've asked ChatGPT to create a table of businesses that I want to contact, and give me information about the businesses and the contacts and this and that. You know what I mean? So instead of me going through Google and trying to find each company by itself, right? ChatGPT has been able to spit out at least 20 people in a table format for me. So at least I have a starting point. I'm not just going to take the information blind, but at least I have a starting point. And from there, I can then fine tune and dig a little deeper and use it as I intended for it to be used. Does that make sense? Never publish as is. Brainstorm ideas, structure the content, and then refine and personalize the content according to what you want to see. Yeah. And the other thing that you can actually do using ChatGPT or AI is to repurpose existing content into different formats. So, for example, I would do, and I've shared this with you guys before, I will do videos, and I would take those videos and then I would use TurboScribe to transcribe those videos into words, right? Just transcribe the videos. Once I transcribe those videos, I can, or I transcribe a video, I can now copy and paste those words that were transcribed into ChatGPT by giving it specific information. So I can say something like, create a 800-word blog using this information. Don't use hashtags, don't use emojis. The tone is professional but friendly. Use these particular keywords. The intended audience is entrepreneurs, but it's women entrepreneurs. You know what I mean? It's going to be used as a blog. It's going to be used X, Y, and Z. Feed it specific information so that it takes that transcript and then creates that blog for me. Then I can take that blog and I can ask ChatGPT, from this blog, create 7 social media posts that I can share on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram. Right? And again, I'm not just telling it to create posts. I'm going to tell it the type of post. I want to create 10 posts. I want to make sure that 3 of the posts are long form posts. 2 of the posts are short form posts, and the next 2 are poll questions. Right? You understand what I mean? So you have to make sure that you're feeding it very, very specific information to get the results that you want. But guys, this is helping you to be more efficient and more productive so that you're not spending a whole day on your computer trying to create multiple pieces of content. Even if you have written something before, you've shared something before, you've done a video before, take that all information and drop it into ChatGPT and ask it to help you to enhance it or share it in a different way. But say who it is for, where it is going to be shared, the tone, the language, any other things that you may find important to be added. Remember, we're enhancing, right? It's about enhancing, not replacing, right? If there are certain phrases that you normally use when you are speaking to your audience, make sure you tell ChatGPT, include this phrase because this is how I usually speak to my audience. This is the tone that they are accustomed hearing me, right? You want to feed it enough information. So you're using it to repurpose existing content into different formats. And that is also going to help with your consistency, guys. So when you start to do this, you have no excuse about, oh my gosh, I haven't posted in the last 2 weeks. You actually have no excuse because you're using it correctly. Does that make sense? Let me know as usual in the comments. If you have any questions at all. Any questions at all? So you want to identify your brand personality. You're telling ChatGPT what is my brand personality. You want to give it tone guidelines. You want to even give it examples. Describe examples, right? So that it understands exactly the direction that you want to go. Because remember, ChatGPT is going to crawl all the websites that are available, right? They're crawling websites, they're crawling social media, and they're pulling information from different places to create this thing for you. But if you are as specific as possible, it's going to utilize the information that you are sharing, right? To decrease plagiarism, because that is a huge thing that is happening now with AI. And that's why everybody is singing the same, right? Because there's a lot of plagiarism. But once you have identified how to feed that information into your own chat GPT, you decrease the likelihood of plagiarism. So you want to showcase examples, you want to research your audience, and then you want to use very, very specific prompts. Right, guys, I really encourage you, if you are not utilizing AI in your business right now, to figure out which aspects of my business I can utilize AI. And this is not just for entrepreneurs who are like a one woman or one man show, right? You could have a team already that you're utilizing in your business, but you recognize that there are particular gaps that need to be filled, right? Some of those gaps can be filled by utilizing AI in your business. So as I said, your chat GPT, your Grammarly, your many chats, your Gemini, which is now part of your Gmails. I'm sure you're seeing your Gemini when you log in onto your Googles and your Gmails and that kind of thing, where they can transcribe meetings. If you have meetings with your audience and that kind of thing, utilize it and figure out where can I use this so that I can get the best results and so that I can fill the gaps in my business and allow me to be more efficient and more productive. Yeah, I utilize the example of ChatGPT because I think it's the easiest example for you to really grasp how you can utilize AI in your business. ManyChat is another great one that you can utilize for your messaging on your social media, on your Instagram as well as on your Facebook, so that you can answer questions in real time without actually being there. Again, knowing exactly who your ideal clients are, knowing exactly what their challenges are, knowing what the frequently asked questions that they will come and ask you are. So it makes it so much easier for you to stay connected and without you losing your brand voice, right? Because you don't want to sound like everybody else. You want to make sure that when somebody jumps onto your social media, jumps onto your website or any tool or platform that you're using to communicate with them, that it sounds like you, right? It should not be a huge disparity from when they read something from you and then they come on the phone with you, there should not be a huge disparity, because they are feeling, hearing, and experiencing your personality through your social media, through your website, and through all the other avenues that you are utilizing to speak with them. Yeah. So guys, that is our training for today. It's about AI powered growth. As usual, if you have any questions at all, jump into my DMs and I'll be glad to continue this conversation and give you some more tips and tools, and even help you to incorporate this into your own business with one of my programs. Yeah. Leave a comment, tag your business bestie, tag your accountability partners, and let's continue this conversation. And I'll meet you back here next week, Wednesday, for another training to help you grow and sustain a solid business. Yeah, guys, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.